Hey guys, this is Suncor Tarot and I am back again with another pick a card reading. This time it is about, will this manifestation come in? So basically, in asking that, I want to know whether or not you're aligned, so to speak, with the energy of this manifestation. So basically, that's just kind of meaning I want to know if your intentions are sort of like genuine with wanting to manifest this thing. So sometimes, we want to manifest things just because, maybe we want easy money, or maybe we just want to be famous, want a lot of attention, want a lot of validation, a lot of like ego-based karmic connection type things. Those could be reasons why we pursue manifestations. So basically, yeah, I'm just trying to understand whether or not you're likely to actually come into union with whatever this manifestation is. Just it could be anything: career, job, scholarship, relationship, anything. Something that you're intentionally manifesting currently, like a set thing. Let's have a specific thing in mind. And so we have 6 groups here to choose from. So I have chosen one card to help you guys sort of find the energy of your manifestation. So the card I show you for your group is intended to help you pick out which card has an energy that matches the energy of your manifestation, in your opinion. So group 1, you have the Hanged Man. That's your card, the Hanged Man. Group 2, you have the Devil. That's your guy, the Devil. I mean, obviously try not to be like biased towards these cards. I know the Devil's like not that great of a card, but like trust me, I pre-selected the cards and I already know the messages basically, so it's like it's a good pile, honestly it is. But so pile 3 is the Chariot. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah. So the Chariot for pile 3. Oh no, I put that back there. That's what I do. And then pile 4 is Death. Put that back again. Maybe I'll read the... No, I won't read the messages right now for you. We have little messages on the cards, but I won't read them now. Pile 5, you have the Wheel of Fortune. In pile 6, you have the Fool. So take time, meditate on the energy of the different cards, go to whichever piles you resonate with or that you're drawn to, and only take the messages in that pile that you resonate with. But yes, I will first put the numbers back on, and then I'll see you guys in your readings. Bye. Hey pile 1, welcome to your reading. This will be all about whether or not this manifestation will come in, aka are you aligned with this manifestation, are your intentions pure, etc., etc. And so yeah, you guys chose the Hanged Man. This card is supposed to represent the energy of your manifestation in your eyes currently. So right off the bat, will this manifestation come in? You have the 5 of Swords, and so that's like kind of obviously telling you, yeah, it's coming in. I wouldn't be surprised if it newly came in or you newly picked it up, so to speak. And so if not, then it could be something that's on its way very soon to you. But there still is it's the 5 of Swords energy. So you're getting this manifestation, but it's not going to be what you are hoping it is. And so then you also have the Page of Cups, if I can pick it up. You have the Page of Cups. And so what this card, the energy that this card is giving me right now is, you see how he's just sort of dipping his feet in the water. And so it's giving me that energy that whatever this manifestation is, yeah, it could be something that you recently came across. And if it is, then it's something that, just sort of poked its head out at you, like this little fish is here. And maybe it's that you always wanted this thing, but the actual real manifestation of it was very, very discreet. And I think that there could be an energy that, the thing that you're thinking is your manifestation is actually not your manifestation. So if I could give you an example, this could be something like, this is the Page of Cups, which is just a very stereotypically love-based card. So if this is something like you've been manifesting a soulmate type connection, then maybe you recently meet someone and they seem really great and check all the boxes, and it's just something that just was very discreetly given to you. It's just someone that you just randomly sort of stumbled upon, or just maybe even someone that you always knew or always knew about, but just one day you were like, could it be them? And then, there was an energy of you like eagerly picking it up, so to speak, eagerly dipping your toes in the water, testing it out, and being hopeful. And so, but, it still is the Five of Swords, so it's still not going to be totally fulfilling and have the outcome that you wanted to have. You're picking up these swords, you're not seeing these swords on the ground, though. There's something that you're not seeing. The Page of Cups too, it's a very emotionally immature card. So it has a lot of promise, a lot of talk of emotional fulfillment, or just, fulfillment in general, but not a lot of, actual real concrete proof that that's going to be something that you'll get from this. And then, so the other cards that you have, Evil Queen, you deserve sugar, not salt. So this is very just literally telling you that you deserve something genuine. You deserve like the real deal when it comes to this thing that you're manifesting, because it is just like a broad energy that you're manifesting. You're broadly manifesting a connection or a job that you love, or just like the perfect academic opportunity, or just something like that. Like, I feel like it is something fairly broad that you're manifesting, and so that's what's making it a little easy for you to mistake the wrong thing for the right thing, basically. But yeah, this card is telling you just please remember all that you deserve. So maybe it's that even like you think, to stick with the example of like a connection, like maybe you come across a person and maybe they check all of the boxes, but there's still something missing, maybe it's like sexual chemistry. I mean, that's probably a box to check, but so maybe it's something like they check a lot of boxes more than you're used to, but they still don't check all of the boxes, and you're being called to really remain firm in your boundaries and also your standards, and like only take exactly what you want. Like if you have like a dream checklist of like attributes that this manifestation will have, then that's what you're gonna get. So that's what you're putting out into the universe. That's what you could get if you stand firm in that standard. So you're being called to do that. The other cards that you have, Gaia. This is like, okay, the phrase that just kept coming to mind when I heard this was just healing through nature. So I think that potentially, like, we do have the Page of Cups over here, who is like quite literally dipping his feet in the water out there in the nature. Five of Swords guy also in the nature. But Gaia is like Mother Nature and like the earth too, it's like, I don't know, the energy that it gives me is like just like antelopes like galloping in the forest, and like just a creek, just like a bubbling creek or something, just very like comfortable, sort of like soothing, wholesome, green nature energy. And I think that I don't know why that message really is coming through. I mean, I think that maybe you're just being called to really reconnect with nature. I think though there's some sort of energy of like connecting to nature outside can help ground you enough to help you sort of like rebalance and detach from this energy to get a more, grounded, impartial, you know, look at it. Yeah, because either there's something that you're recently coming across that's going to seem like it's your manifestation, and it isn't, or it's something that you recently just did come across and you did pick it up and you are currently assuming it's your manifestation and you're here for confirmation. And I'm sorry, but I'm kind of telling you that it is not your manifestation. But I'm also here to tell you that, like, you will be manifesting the thing exactly as you want it, but like this just simply is not the thing exactly as you want it. So this is not your manifestation. And then you also have crucifixion. And so this is just sort of telling me, like, crucifixion, when was Christ crucified? He was crucified, like for the sins of the people. Basically like Adam and Eve type stuff, like you have to reap the consequences of your decisions. And I think that this is very much telling you that if you decide to go with whatever this is, you will very quickly realize that it does not have the energy of what you want it to have. And I just saw 11:11 on the timer. So that could be a synchronicity for you, and that could be a synchronicity. It could be a synchronicity just to sort of signal for you to watch out for this, so for you to watch out for your manifestation. So it could be a synchronicity you see both when you sort of get like this false manifestation coming through, trying to tempt/deceive you, but also when the true manifestation comes through. But I'm not gonna lie, it'll probably be a little bit till the true manifestation comes through, just because you do have to walk away from these things that are not the true manifestation of this. But pile one, that is what I have for you. Basically, is this manifestation coming? You have sort of an energy that you think is the manifestation. So like, yes, the manifestation came, but it's not exactly what you asked for. It does not hold the potential that you believe it holds. It's not the true energy that you deserve. So you're being called to hold out for better, because you will be inevitably shown that you need better, i.e., if this is something like a connection, it could be something like a job or anything, but the connection simile is so easy to make, or metaphor is so easy to make. But if this is something like a connection, it could be like, oh my god, where was I even going with that? I totally lost my train of thought. I have so many sidebars. Oh my god, I have such attentional deficits. Sorry, you guys. Oh yeah, no, but anyway, no, I remember now. But there's an energy of like, you will very obviously be shown that this person, this thing is not who you think it is. They don't hold the potential you want them to hold. They're just not going to make you happy. It'll be made very painfully obvious to you if you do not sort of take yourself out of this situation willingly. But that's what I have for you, pile one. If you like this reading, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I am moving on to pile number 2. Hey, pile number 2, if you chose the devil, God bless your soul, because I know that not many people will probably be willing to choose this one, but like, I have great news for you guys. Your cards are wonderful. But so are you gonna get this manifestation? Heck yeah, you are. And not only that, but you have 3 of Wands. Not only are you gonna get this manifestation, you're gonna literally get even more than just the manifestation. It's like you're gonna get the manifestation and then some, like the cherry on top. It's like you're gonna get your cake and eat it too, but it's like you're gonna get your cake and eat it too, and then you're gonna get another cake and get to eat that one too. It's like better than your wildest dreams. You get like stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff. But that's super vague, so let's continue with the messages. So yes, you're gonna get this manifestation, and yes, you're gonna get even more than you bargained for. But there's a message that you will be a little bit deceived in it. The energy of the manifestation that you have is the devil. But look at this devil. This devil is reminding me of the Lover's card. Look at these 2 people who are here just like holding hands. Of course, being united by the devil. But I think that that's a false energy, or I think it's like a facade. So this really is giving me the energy that there is going to be something a little bit like something that you're going to think is a red flag, or you're going to worry is a red flag. I think that this is probably going to, it's like either right now you're meant to see this reading as a message of like, beware, you may initially be a little wary of this manifestation when it comes in. Or it could be an energy of you are coming to this reading for confirmation if this is like the true manifestation or not. And I'm here to tell you that it is. But like look at the sun even. The sun in this deck like blows my mind really because it gives me an ominous energy at first, but then I have to like look and realize that it's the sun and it's a good card, a great card, one of the best cards in the tarot deck. And so it's really just like kind of again reiterating that this is going to be something, if I'm going to use an energy, if I'm going to use the example of you manifesting a relationship, this could be someone like you see someone, you meet someone, and they're like almost too good to be true, or like they have a very like you're so attracted to them, you think it's like a karmic attraction, or there's just some energy where you're like you like them so much it scares you, but like not in an obvious way, where you're like just a skeptical way. It's like you like them so much or you're so attracted to them that it makes you just not trust / trust them, because maybe you've been really super attracted to like not the best type of people in the past. Maybe this person just has like a player type of energy. Maybe they're really like stereotypically attractive. Maybe a lot of people like, flock to them, and you're the type of person to, hate people who are the center of attention because you think they're arrogant. But yeah, so it could be just there's something that like you think is a red flag at first, and I am here to tell you it's not a red flag. So yeah, there's an energy. Yeah, it's just like you get more than you bargained for, but it's like you're worried because you get more than you bargained for. But yeah, so there's an energy of like, okay, you also have miracles. So this is something, if I'm getting honestly for a lot of you, this is probably something like a connection. I wasn't getting that for all of the piles, but for this one I really am. And the reason why I'm especially saying that is because, the devil really did remind me of the Lover's card at first, but then you also have this card, which is, mirror, which is telling me, I feel like you're mirroring a person. And I think that that's probably a little bit of what scares you guys at first. I think that probably the similarities that you guys have towards each other is also a little bit maybe what repels you. I think that there's an energy that, yeah, definitely you guys are different in some way where it rings like as a red flag to you, but also it's like you guys have a similar energy, and that's what sort of like triggers a psychic bond between you guys. And if this isn't a person that you're manifesting, this is just something that you're super, super aligned with. You guys also have the real you. So this is just something that's just like very naturally meant to be in your life. It's meant to be a manifestation for you because like you have the Three of Wands. That was the card that came out when I first asked, will you get this manifestation? So it's like you're gonna get this manifestation and you're gonna soar with this manifestation. You're gonna get the manifestation and then you're gonna create a third energy with this manifestation. It's synergy. That's the energy that it's giving me. And synergy is the concept of two independent things merging, and then the process of them merging actually creating even more like energy. So it's like it defies like the conservation of mass or something, because it's like two things coming together and then the product of those two things is even greater than those two things like individually put together, if you guys are getting what I'm saying. But anyway, that's all just to say that if this is something like a job, then this is a job that is just so divinely meant for you. It is going to birth so many opportunities that you can't even fathom right now. It's like it'll be a job that'll turn into just like different jobs, like it'll birth other opportunities. So if this is something, okay, this is so random, but if this is something like, if you want to be an author really badly and you go out and you try and you self-publish your first book, or you just even like get a normal publishing deal or whatever, it's like this is going to just soar. You're going to get so famous, and then you'll get like so many other book publishing deals from this, but then also probably other things, like you'll probably be asked to be a speaker, you'll probably be asked to like go out and talk about your book. Like it'll create so many other opportunities beyond just more opportunities in that same field. It'll create the opportunity for you to like branch out and diverge and test out other paths and be just ultimately creative. So that's a wonderful energy. I am, yeah, like, bless your souls, whoever chose this group. You guys won the lottery probably, because yeah, you guys are getting your manifestation and then some. And then a lot of something. Like you have the miracles. Basically, like these cards from this deck, this oracle deck that I was pulling, were meant to be the energy of this manifestation. It's a miracle, but not just miracle, it's miracles. It's multiple miracles, like something you really can't even fathom, and something that I don't think I can probably put into words, because I don't think that it's something that's meant to be spoiled, really. I think that you're probably not supposed to know a lot of like the goodies that this manifestation is going to bring you down the line, because it's going to be the gift that keeps on giving. It's going to be something that just will be able to rejuvenate you years on end. So yeah, it's something that's like here to stay, something that's going to make like a very, very pivotal impact in your life, and will have a foundational role for like genuinely like the rest of your life. Even if this is something like a job, going back to the example of you being an author, even if it's you being an author, it'll be like you continuing to write your entire life, even if it's not you explicitly writing, novels. It'll be you writing other things. But yeah, so wow, great, great energy, you guys, lucky ducks. But yeah, so pile 2, this was your reading. So yeah, you're getting your manifestation, and you're getting even more than your manifestation. But yeah, if you like this reading, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. But I am going to move on to pile number 3. Hey pile 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose the Chariot, this will be all about whether or not your manifestation is going to come in. So right off the bat, I am going to tell you that you are fighting for this manifestation to come in. You're fighting really hard. Through a lot of obstacles, a lot of logistical obstacles, probably a lot of like person type obstacles, maybe a lot of naysayers, so to speak. I think that ultimately you are able to obtain this manifestation. And if I sound a little bit monotone, there is a reason for that. I do not think that this manifestation is something that you are aligned with necessarily. I don't think this is a manifestation that is meant to come in. You are definitely putting in a lot more energy towards this manifestation than you should be for it to be something that, you're meant to have. I think that this is an energy, this 7 of Wands, this is just such like an aggressive, defensive, but also offensive energy. So it's like, you're here, you're attacking the people who are attacking you, but you are also going out and attacking them like yourself. So it's offense and defense at the same time. And it's just you, and it's all these people around you, all of these things. And so I think that you've been in this energy for a while. You've been just really trying to get this manifestation. And so I'm getting the energy that this is something probably very specific. I think that this is a specific person, a specific job, like job promotion or something. specific scholarship, specific school program that you want to get into, that I think that the reason why you want to get into it, why you want to do it, why you want to achieve this, I think that the reasons must just simply be a little bit misaligned. I think that you're a little karmically attached to whatever this thing is. It could be because you have just a lot of past history with it. I do feel like the Seven of Wands is an energy you've been in for a while. But I, I still think that this is something that you're just simply karmically attached to. So, I think that what got you into it in the first place was something karmic. This is the Magdalene card. So when I was drawing these cards, I asked what the energy of this manifestation was, and Magdalene is, Mary Magdalene is the stereotypically karmic connection in, the Bible, I think, or something. So flippant. But yeah, so there's definitely, I usually don't read the card this way because, still love Mary Magdalene, don't care about karmic whatever in the Bible, whatever. But I think that in the context of this reading, it's definitely, meant to be read as this is the karmic version of, whatever ultimately you're trying to manifest. So, if you're going after a specific person, it's like maybe you're ultimately just wanting love, or like wanting attention or validation or something. Or if it's a job, then it's like you want money, or you want like validation, or to be able to like brag to people that you have a job or something. But I mean, there's just something that you're karmically attached to. But I mean, you have the King of Wands here. You're able to obtain this thing. You're able to achieve it. You're able to, come into union with this person if you really want that. But the thing is, like, this Knight of Swords is right there and right next to you, like, ready to just tear you down immediately after you obtain it, It's like there's an energy of this King of Wands is sandwiched in between Seven of Wands and Knight of Swords. So this King of Wands cannot get a break. You are going to fight so hard for so long, it feels like, to get this thing, and then you'll get it and you won't be able to take a break. You're not going to be able to hold on to it securely. There are going to be people and obstacles in your way yet again for you to just keep holding on to this thing. So if this is something like a connection, it's like you relentlessly like begged this person, basically like nagged them to come into a relationship with you after dating you for the longest time. And now that you're in a relationship, there are so many other people, like this person's exes, that just keep hitting them up or something, or other people that are just telling you like, I don't know if you should really be dating this person now so seriously. It's just like you cannot escape the obstacles and the negative energy, honestly, that this thing brings along with it. Yeah, I mean, like the first card when I asked about the energy of this connection that you got was purgatory. This is where you're gonna be. This is like, you're gonna fight so hard to even just be in purgatory with this thing. You're gonna fight so hard to just be stagnant with its energy, like this thing is not meant to be in your life. And I think that if you even just notice, like, just put in a little bit less energy that you have been into manifesting whatever this thing is, and you'll notice it just like start to slip away so easily, so seamlessly. You also have for your advice, you have nostalgia, focus on the here and now. Yeah, so it's like don't focus on the obstacles, honestly. Just focus on like truly understanding your energy and your connection to this thing. There's also definitely like a dual energy here of like there are haters in your midst, and it's like I think that you just are having a lot of lessons right now, and I'm sorry about that. That it's a little exhausting of an energy, if I'm being honest. But like, yeah, you have a lot of naysayers, a lot of haters, a lot of people who, it's like, yeah, it's true that you shouldn't be in this connection, you shouldn't be trying to manifest this person, but also it's like it is just simply factually unfair how many obstacles you have right now. And I think that it is just because this person, this thing isn't aligned with you, but also like, yeah, there are just, I mean, I think this could be just a separate message for some of you. Just there are people in your energy field that you need to cut out. You need to assert some boundaries. There are just some people who are like very eager and excited for you to go after the wrong thing. There are people who are looking forward to your downfall, which is not a good energy. But okay, pile 3. So For what you have, is this manifestation coming? Like, yeah, it'll come, but it just simply will not be easy, and it is not really meant to come, but it is something that definitely has a lot of lessons in it. So it's something that will come if you keep on staying in the current energy that you have. Because right now, even whether you consciously know it or not, you're expending some tireless, relentless energy towards attracting this manifestation. And even if it's not something explicitly like you seeking out a karmic ex, you hitting them up, it could be something like you just constantly looking, like seeking out readings about them, seeking out, like fantasizing about them, or you just like constantly going on their social media, stalking them or something. And through doing that, you're unknowingly like attaching yourself to their energy again, and they're sort of maybe like that attracts them and inspires them to hit you up. And then they come in and you mistakenly think that it's, fate because, they're here. But then, you try to engage with them again and it's the same old cycle. But, okay, pile 3, that's what I have for you guys. If you liked this reading, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. But I'll be moving on to pile number 4. Hey, pile 4, welcome to your reading all about whether or not you will receive this manifestation. So I pre-selected these cards, obviously, and I was super excited to deliver this message. So I think that whatever it is you're manifesting, it has something to do with self-empowerment and something to do with just self-love and validating yourself, and it's just so insular. It's all about yourself and making you feel good, and I was just so excited about that. And so, I don't know if this is something that you're consciously manifesting, or if it's just something that, a little bit through your actions, maybe upon reflecting on them, you'll realize that this is what you're manifesting. So this is something like you're manifesting people respecting you more, manifesting, like people at your job, respecting you more or taking you more seriously, people, maintaining your boundaries with other people. Maybe it's you just really wanting to engage in more acts of self-care or self-love, or you just consciously cutting off people that are not good for you, or just trying to put in, more energy towards, physical health, taking care of your body, mental health, taking care of your mind, just like you're manifesting just becoming a better version of yourself and a version of yourself that you want to be, so this is you manifesting whatever better version of yourself makes you happiest in your own eyes. So this isn't you like just reaching for society's standards of I need to be skinnier, clearer skin, less hairy or something. But no, this is you saying I want to, you know, have more muscles so that I can go on more, nature walks or something, where it's like you saying I want to start dressing better because dressing better makes me feel confident. It's something, or or if this is something that you're less consciously aware of and you're just sort of going to this reading in an exploratory sense, or even if you came to this reading with the intention of finding out about a different manifestation, if you felt really drawn to this pile, I think it's because you're being called to manifest this energy more. You're being called to reflect in wherever there's an aspect of your own life, like in your own energy field, yourself, where you just want to improve in some way, because I think that there is. Because everyone wants to improve in some way, but I think that there's probably some sort of glaring thing with you, some sort of glaring repetitive pattern, because you do have the world here. So there are cycles to be completed. There are cycles to be closed down. And you also have the Knight of Cups, so there's like emotional fulfillment and emotional maturity to be had and to be learned. So, and then, I mean, you have Death, but this Death card really just reminds me of the Hermit. That's what this Death card looks like to me. So I feel like this is like just such an insular energy. And so this could even be something like, unknowingly recently you've been noticing you've been, just engaging less with people whose energy brings you down. So if this is like you have one person in your life who's super argumentative, you've just been like talking to them less. And I think you'll realize like that is something that is a very positive, definitive step in like maintaining your self-peace. And I think that's what ultimately the crux of this pile is, like, you're manifesting self-peace. And whatever way that comes in, if it's dealing with insecurities or if it's dealing with other people in your energy field. And it could be something like, yeah, like recently you've been just talking less to people who bring you down. And that's just like a very definitive step towards, maintaining self-peace. So I think that you're being called to really step into that, because that is a cycle that is meant to be closed. Like this is something that is, I think, probably affecting other manifestations. I think there are just some things, some negative energies in your life, whether they're things that you put them there yourself, or like that you have to deal with taking out, or it's something that's like, more based in a third party indirect energy. You're being called to sort of notice where your energy is being depleted, from where your energy is being depleted, what the source of that depletion is. You're being called to really cut that out and to cut out that source and to close that cycle. So for the energy of this manifestation, you're getting the Judgment. So yeah, I mean, the energy of this manifestation is supposed to be like Judgment Day type energies. You're supposed to be realizing that you deserve more and that you deserve better than the current energy that you get. I loved the energy that I got from this pile when I drew the cards, because this is an energy of something that is just going to leak into the manifestations of everything else that you want. This is just something, when you complete this cycle, when you get this manifestation, when you fulfill this manifestation and sit in this self-empowerment, that is when you are going to just get all of these other little manifestations that you've also been looking for. So if you've been, also, if you came to this reading, it could be that a lot of you came to this reading wanting to find out about a manifestation like a relationship, a job, a career, a scholarship, a program, like a specific thing. But instead, you're being called to really focus on how can you maintain and maximize your self-peace in this moment? What is the biggest source or biggest obstacle to maintaining your self-peace currently, and how can you eradicate that obstacle? That's what you're being called to focus on right now if you were drawn to this pile. And it could be that you were drawn to other piles and you have messages about the specific manifestation in those piles. But if you were drawn to this pile also, even if this isn't something that you have any interest in manifesting, I'm here to tell you that this is something, if you follow just the natural course of events laid out before you, you will complete the cycle, you will learn the lessons, and you will be able to so much easier manifest these other things you want. And you'll also be able to so much more clearly see what you're supposed to manifest, what you're supposed to want to manifest and try to manifest. You'll probably realize that as you elevate your self-peace, as you sit in this energy more of self-empowerment and self-security, I think that you'll realize that a lot of the specific things that you're seeking out are not meant for you, and you're seeking out for the wrong reasons, and you'll be able to seek out things that are aligned with you, that you're seeking out for the right reasons, and you'll be able to so easily obtain them. So wow, what a beautiful energy to have pile 4. So Are you manifesting whatever it is that you came here wanting to manifest? I don't know, but what I can tell you is you are surely manifesting self-peace, or you are on that course. That is something that is, your hand will be forced in manifesting that. So this is an energy of, if you came here wanting to know if you're going to manifest a specific thing and that thing ends up not being aligned with you, then you will end up manifesting that thing. That thing will teach you harsh lessons. You will have to close the cycle with that thing, and then you will be forced into looking this thing in the eye or in the face and seeing how it's obstructing your self-peace, and you're going to have to remove that obstacle yourself. Ooh, I'm talking fast, and this is such an intense message that's coming out. I'm sorry, you guys. But yeah, so it's like, it's an energy of, you will learn this lesson, basically, if you want to or not. You will learn, your hand will be forced in removing these obstacles to your self-peace. So you are definitely being called to ease the burden where you can, like remove the obstacles of your own free will, because where you can and where you're willing to, because that is going to be so much easier on you than if the universe is forced to give you these things for you to have like this tumultuous experience with them, for you to learn to close these cycles. So that's the message I have for you, pile 4. Oh my goodness greatness. Sorry about that, you guys. That was intense. My heart is with you guys, but I also believe that you guys are probably strong enough to hear that message. And if you guys are not strong enough to hear that message, then please click out of this reading and probably don't really engage in many more of my readings, because I don't even have like a lot of foresight to like give the trigger warnings with a lot of these messages, and not real trigger warnings, but trigger warnings of, like, be aware if you're really sensitive and over attached to this thing and this outcome, then you'll want to not listen to this message. But yeah. Okay, that's what I have for you, pile 4. If you like this reading, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I love and respect you guys for sitting through that. I really do. Yeah, I can definitely resonate with the energy of that pile. That pile is probably the pile that I resonate the most with. But yeah, so I'm moving on to pile number 5. Hey, pile 5, if you chose the Wheel of Fortune, this will be your reading about whether or not your manifestation will come in. So I've said this about a few of the other piles, but I was really excited to deliver this message because you guys have the Queen of Pentacles. So yes, you will be getting your manifestation. And this group also has some just important messages about self-confidence and belief. So you have the Queen of Pentacles, but then you also have the Seven of Wands. But this Seven of Wands in this deck, this guy's just here all alone. Whereas another group also had this Seven of Wands. It was this more traditional type of Seven of Wands where, there were people all around and this guy was just in the middle fighting them off. And it gave me the message that, in that group there were people, they had to fight off, naysayers or haters that were sort of like obstacles in the way of their manifestation. And in this group, I'm more so getting that, you really are just this person here alone, like waiting to guard and defend yourself, but then like there's no one there to have to defend yourself against. You are your own biggest enemy. You're your own biggest obstacle. This is giving me the energy that this manifestation, whatever it is something that is meant for you, and it has been meant for you. It's probably something that's been a long time coming. The Wheel of Fortune especially gives me that energy. I haven't really been reading the cards. These cards were mainly meant to just sort of help you guys select your groups. But for this, the Wheel of Fortune, it always is just such a signifier for me that this is really intense, big important energy. So I think that this is a manifestation that is very much aligned with you, and it's something that's been aligned with you that has sort of been just waiting for you to make the move with it. You know, this is something that's definitely, it's meant for you, but I think it may also have been something that you had to meet halfway. So it's not something that the universe was just going to hand you, but it was something that you had to sort of like co-create with the universe to get. And I mean, I'm keeping the messages vague about what exactly this is because I don't know what it is. But whatever it is, the energy, the card that I pulled for the energy of this manifestation is intimacy. Whatever it is so intimately intertwined with you on a soul level, on a deeply emotional, like sacral chakra, solar plexus, soul level. But like beyond that, I mean, I feel like it sort of helps connect all of your chakras to each other and also helps probably ground you, whatever this is that you're seeking out and trying to manifest. You know, if this is a connection that you're manifesting, this is like, you know, like a divine union type connection. If this is a job that you're manifesting, this is a job that is going to just be, you know, your passion, and not just your passion, is going to be like your life source. It is going to be something that brings you so much joy, something that is like both a hobby and also a job. It's like your source of income, but also a source of like true happiness. It'll be just like sort of like the whole package, and it'll be just something that's, yeah, it helps you bring, like, come home to yourself. That's the energy of this card, that this card is giving me. It's not intimacy with another person. I mean, it could if you're could be if you're manifesting a connection, but this is mostly just intimacy with yourself. And even if this is a connection that you're manifesting, like a true love sort of connection that you're manifesting, this intimacy is still just going to be with yourself, because whatever it is that you're manifesting, I feel like you had to do a lot of work on yourself to, first of all, realize that this is something you wanted to manifest, and then also, you know, go out and co-create with the universe to manifest it. So if this is something like a true love connection, I think that probably in the past maybe you sought out very karmic type connections, and you were really into maybe like, you know, the bad boys, bad girls, or something like that. And then you had to do a lot of inner healing, and then you eventually realized, oh no, I do want just like a really nice, loving person. That's the type of person I want. I want like a true love. I don't want, you know, like a tumultuous love-hate relationship. I want just like a consistent, loyal energy. And then you know, spent your time co-creating with the universe, probably went through some personal like insecurity issues of like, oh, am I really deserving of this? You know, you had to do a lot of healing. There is, yeah, just once again, this energy of this is a long time coming. This is something that you've put in a lot of work towards, you know, getting. So of course you're going to get this manifestation. This is a manifestation that you want, that why you want this is for very pure, genuine reasons. And so, I mean, really take what resonates. Like if you're coming to this pile and you're like, I just wanted to know if I was manifesting, you know, getting this new car or not. You know, like if it's something like that, then maybe you guys should choose another pile, because this is giving me the energy of whatever this is that you're manifesting. It's something that's very big, and it's something that is also intentional. So it's not going to be something that you're accidentally manifesting. This is something that you're very aware that you're manifesting, something that you want to manifest, and probably something that you've also felt almost undeserving of manifesting in the past. This is something that, yeah, there's just so much energy of, you know, you were your own biggest barrier. Because look at these other cards we have for your advice. You have garden. Something lovely will grow from this. This card is quite literally your advice is basically saying, don't worry, you will get this manifestation. So even though I wasn't even asking about this, whether or not you'll get the manifestation in pulling these cards, you're getting a card that's telling you you will. So really, don't worry, something beautiful will grow from this. But then what else do you have? You have flower, be honest with yourself. And had to get a clarifier for that card because it was a little confusing. I was like, oh no, is something going wrong? Is this manifestation not true? But then the clarifying card was stars, you can manifest your every wish. So the clarifier is be honest with yourself. You did not believe that you could manifest your every wish. You did not think that you were deserving of this. And I think that's what it boils down to. I think that you believe in whatever this is. You think that it's out there. You think that other people could achieve these things and obtain an energy that makes them that happy. But I feel like you just really did not think it was possible for yourself for the longest time. And I think you're currently probably freshly on the journey to realizing you are your biggest obstacle, and you can manifest these things, but it's just you who's in the way. It's not a question of whether or not the universe will give you this manifestation. It's a question of whether or not you will accept this manifestation and feel deserving of it. Because I think that it could be something like the universe could spoon feed you the perfect opportunity, the perfect person, the perfect job, the perfect scholarship or program, but if you don't feel deserving enough to go out and reach it and go out and grab it and, say, yes, I will go after this, I will accept this, then you'll never accept it. I mean, like, there's this old saying, you can lead like a horse to the water, but you can't teach it to drink. You can have everything handed to you, but other people can only do so much for you. There has to be some point where you pick up the food and feed yourself. You cannot have other people just like, there's an energy of like other people just simply cannot control you in that way. You do need to realize that a lot of this is in your hands, and that and maybe that's something that you'll need to grapple with. You'll need to sort of come to terms with the fact that you were stifling your growth in the biggest ways for a really long time. But I mean, the important thing now is that I think for the most part, you're stepping out of that energy. Your, Wheel of Fortune, it's also giving me, you're closing those cycles. You're basically done learning those lessons. But now you really need to work on feeling secure in deserving this manifestation and knowing that it's coming, because it is coming. And I think that you have a lot of fear, probably a lot of apprehension about whether or not this manifestation will actually come. And I think that probably the amount of time you've had to wait for it makes you even more wary about it coming, and makes you probably feel like you really don't deserve it and that you have to settle for less. But I mean, you're really just being told to like sit tight, believe in yourself, know that you deserve this, and just keep working on making your life as comfortable as possible right now. Just try to elevate your quality of life as much as you can right now, independently, in like a self-care sense. Just try to take your mind off of this manifestation, because it'll come to you when it's meant to. And you just need to focus right now on being in the energy of being receptive to having the perfect thing come your way. So that was a beautiful message for you, pile number 5. Oh, so yes, of course you're getting this manifestation. You are. It may take a little bit, but I mean, it is coming, and it is going to be well worth it. And if it does take a little bit, then I mean, that is a-okay, because I mean, this is a huge manifestation. And so this is something like, it's not like this is a manifestation that's just going to come and that'll be it. This is going to be a manifestation that's going to come and it'll rock your world for like the next couple years, and then it'll still just have a lasting, incredible impact in your life. But okay, pile 5, that's what I had for you. If you like this reading, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, but I'm moving on to pile number 6. Hello, pile number 6. If you chose the Fool, this will be your reading about whether or not this manifestation will come in. So, let's just get right into it. Will this manifestation come in? Heck yeah, it will. So you have the Emperor. That was the first card that came out. And then I drew 2 tarot cards from 2 different decks, one from each deck. So the Emperor came out in one deck, then the card that came out in the other deck was the King of Pentacles, which is incredible and beautiful. Because the Emperor and the King of Pentacles always have such similar energy to me, especially when both cards come out in the same reading. It really is a signifier that the energy of those cards are so connected. And I mean, being the only 2 tarot cards that I drew, it's obvious that they're meant to be connected. So I'm not going to lie, at first when I drew the Emperor, I was a little wary. It gave me the energy that, yeah, definitely they're getting the manifestation. The Emperor is all about control and, taking the reins and making things happen and just masculinity, basically, like stereotypical masculinity, like action-orientedness, but also like the ability to sit back and just order someone else to do it. But then the King of Pentacles, especially the King of Pentacles in this deck, is such a great energy. It's such a noble energy, a mature energy, a respected and wise energy. Whereas the Emperor gives me the energy that sometimes it can be very, very karmic, or just very, very, narcissistic or ego-based, or a little bit of, toxic masculinity. The King of Pentacles, whenever the King of Pentacles shows up alongside the Emperor, it tells me no. The Emperor is supposed to be read in the light of King of Pentacles. So it's supposed to be read in the mature, wise, healed sense. And so that was beautiful and reassuring to see. And I think it's giving me the message that this manifestation, first of all, I think it really is going to involve another person. So I think that whatever it is that you're manifesting, you're either, you're manifesting some sort of partnership. You're manifesting a really close, beautiful friendship. You're manifesting maybe a beautiful bond with a family member. Maybe you're manifesting true love. Maybe you're manifesting even just like the perfect business partner, but you're manifesting a person, and I think it's going to be someone that is very complementary to you. These cards really seem like they're mirroring one another to me, and even though we don't have any of the cards here that explicitly reference mirrors, it's giving me the energy of those cards, of the mirror. So let's see. But, okay, so there is an energy that maybe at first sight, the manifestation as it sits in this physical realm, maybe when you first come across it, it takes you a little while for you to realize that this is the manifestation. Because it did take me a little while to realize that this is a manifestation that is true and good and meant to come for you and wholeheartedly aligned with you, because I couldn't get over the energy of the Emperor, honestly. Even after the King of Pentacles came out, I was still a little muddled in what exactly the message was going to be with having those two cards come out. But so I think the message is that this manifestation is going to be something that, yeah, it'll get you it'll take a little while for you to get used to. It'll take a little while for you to get a feel for the energy, because there's an energy of you guys being very similar, mirroring each other and really getting a sense of their energy, but also being very different in some way that makes you a little apprehensive, makes you question it. So maybe this is someone who seems like the perfect business partner, but maybe it's something like they haven't ever worked, I don't know, with another person or something. It's like I don't know, it's, maybe that wasn't the best example. Okay, so maybe it's something like, okay, if this is a business partner, maybe it's someone who has a very similar style to you, but they're like a style of business. Like, let's just say you're like an artist and you're looking to collaborate with someone. Maybe this person is very similar with you in like the artwork that they do and produce, but maybe they're very different in their personality than you. And so it's like there's something that is very similar, but also something that maybe makes you not confident that this person is like the complete match. Because there is like, yeah, it's like a mirroring energy, but also like opposite of mirroring energy, like an opposite energy. Like, it's opposites attract, but also like similarities attract. Like, you guys have both of it. But yeah, this is something with another person, definitely. So yeah, maybe pick another pile if you're talking more about something that's like immaterial. But this is just like so intimately involving another person. And I think it would be something like a singular energy. I don't think this is something like, I mean, it could even be like you going, like being accepted into a group or something, like maybe it's you looking for like the perfect band or the perfect dance group, and you thought that this company would be the best, but then you went there and the vibes were a little off and you were second guessing it. But then I think that it turns out to be the correct one. So, I mean, there is this energy. So, the card, the energy of this connection, colors. So, there's like this energy of like, this connection is going to like color life for you. It's going to color life back in again. But also like an energy of like you're gonna have to like fill in the blanks of what this connection means. So it's like I think that you're going to need to realize that this person, this situation this connection isn't just sort of able to be simplified in the way that you're trying to simplify it. You can't just meet this person that is, actually divinely meant for you, but maybe they seem very different than your usual type, and so you just write them off. You need to kind of co-create in bringing the color back. You need to, I mean, you also have, for your advice, you have think before you judge. So you do need to think before you judge. You need to think, where am I assuming this is more black and white, or this is more black and white than it actually is. So yeah, that's another message with this color card. I mean, you need to see life in color. You need to see all the other little nuances. It's not black and white. This person, this thing, it's not just going to be for you because of this list of reasons, and it's not going to just be not for you because of this list of reasons. You're going to need to actually just like take a step back, rationally feel out the energy, think about the potential, weigh the pros and cons, sit with this energy, interact with this energy. If this is like a person, a connection, take your time in dating them. If this is a business partner, take your time in, having meetings to collaborate with them beforehand. Like, take your time, think this through, and if it's the right thing, then there will be a time period where you think it through and you feel very confident in it. And then it's just, the ball rolls from there. You perfectly will ground this energy. So you also have escapist, come home to yourself. So it's beautiful because a lot of your advice is about like such personal energy. So the first two advice cards you have were very personal energy. So you have come home to yourself, escapist, and then you also have mural, be your own first priority. So there is this energy, it's like the cards are really calling for you to take a step back and think about this objectively and take your time and, give yourself the time and space to be confident in your decision. Don't just sort of flippantly don't even just flippantly trust what I'm telling you. Like, really, the main message that you're supposed to be getting from this reading is probably like, think very hard about this connection, and if you think hard and think rationally and logically, and if you act like the King of Pentacles version of the Emperor and not the toxic masculine version of the Emperor, then you will be able to rationally conclude that this thing is for you, and you will feel very confident in stepping towards it. And it'll be just something that sort of like comes on your path. And I think that you won't really have a problem stepping towards it. But I think that right now, because you do, I mean, there's an energy of both of you guys, you and the other person in this connection or the group or whatever, these people, you guys both have, the Emperor, King of Pentacles energy. So you guys are both very strong energies. You guys could both approach the others. So I don't think that there's any difficulty in coming into union if you're receptive. But yeah, you just sort of have to make the jump to being receptive, but I think that you can only do that once you feel really confident in that, and you will only feel super confident when you sort of like go through a list of bullet points that you're able to rationally conclude, yeah, this thing is good for me. if this is a business partner, it's, the things that turn you off of whoever this is going to be something pretty superficial. So it will be something like, oh, this is just a different type of person than I'm used to, or this is a different type of person than I was expecting. And so I think that once you like rationally detach and go through these list of objective truths of like, yeah, factually I get along well with this person, our work is similar, we're very compatible, you'll understand that this is something that's meant to be in your life. This is a connection that is the thing you've been manifesting. And so, pile number 6, are you getting your manifestation? Heck yeah, you're getting your manifestation. You're getting your manifestation, and maybe it's something that you underestimate or second guess or doubt a little bit at first. Something that you take a little bit to get comfortable with the energy of, but it's something that you will ultimately see like it's meant for you. It's a connection in your life. It's something that is supposed to bear you more things. It's supposed to be a foundational relationship from which you can build other things and expand your life. So that's a super exciting message for you guys, pile number 6. Yeah, so I hope you liked this message. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. But yeah, this was your reading, pile number 6. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.